What does send your application and a detailed CV mean? This is a common phrase that you will always find in most job descriptions or job adverts, and where you're required to send your CV and your application. In this video, we are going to unpack some of the key things that you need to put into consideration when responding to such a phrase in your job search journey. As usual, my name is Mary, and I'm glad to be joined once again by Diana in this video. Thank you, Diana, for joining in.
You're welcome, Mary.
This is a common phrase, send a detailed application into your CV. I know as a CV expert, you've come across so many job application adverts when helping professionals to tailor their CV to match what the employer is looking for. So what is the employer expectation from this phrase, send a detailed application into your CV?
Okay, thank you so much, Mary, for that question. So it typically indicates that an employer wants you to attach all the documents that they've listed in the requirement section in the job advert. That is, in most cases, they request for a CV, an application letter, or a cover letter, or maybe a motivation letter. So basically, an employer wants you to attach all the information that they need to see if you're viable for that particular position that they've advertised. Yes.
As an expert, maybe you can shed more light on the difference between an application and a CV. Like, are there specific elements that should be included on each?
Okay, so the difference between an application letter and a CV. So first of all, an application letter and a cover letter is one thing, and a CV is a different document. Yeah, so an application letter now is basically it is a one-page document that describes your interest on a particular job that you are applying for. It always contain your address and also the address of the company that you are applying for, and now the interest, showcasing your qualification, some of your achievements, some of your skills, everything in paragraph form. Yeah, so that is the application letter. And for the CV is a history from when you started studying to when you started working, some of the achievements you've had in the past, the publications, like some CV is detailed. Yeah.
So as we wrap up the conversation, when preparing or even sending an application or a CV, what are some of the common pitfalls or mistakes that you have observed candidates make, or maybe they need to avoid?
Most of the mistakes that candidates make is overloading irrelevant information that is not needed by the recruiter. So one mistake is overloading like irrelevant information, like your marital status, your ID number, your date of birth. Like those are the information that are not needed in the CV. So the only information needed is your name, your phone number, your email, and now career profile, summary, skills, and your experience, and the education. The next mistake is not tailoring your CV to a particular advert, just having your CV generic. So in this case, we won't know you into detail, and maybe you fit that particular position. So it is important to always tailor your CV to a particular job advert that they've advertised. Yeah. So the next thing is not having a good format, a professional format. So it is important at any point in time to have a professional look in your CV, because like that is at a glance. At a glance, as a hiring manager, they'll be able to see like this person is so organized and everything has been brought out clearly. Yeah, so those are.
And when you're talking about the format, the same also applies to the application letter.
Exactly. Yeah, everything is supposed to be very clear, easy to understand, and skimmed within a shorter time.
Wow.
Yeah.
So whenever we see the phrase send a detailed application, it should not scare anyone off.
Yeah.
It's just ensuring that the application letter captures your intention, your interest, and the CV is tailored to match the role.
Yeah, so it is important to always provide all the information that is needed by the recruiter for you to stand a high chance. In this case, it will even show discipline. It will show that you are very dedicated to that particular job that has been advertised, and chances are high you'll be shortlisted if you followed all the instructions. Yes.
Wow, thank you so much for sharing with us.
You're welcome.
We look forward to again another video with you, Diana.
You're welcome, Mary.
Great. Whenever the phrase, you come across it in any job description, job application advert, it is not time for you to panic. Just ensure that the application letter is detailed enough to bring out your interest, why you are keen on that role that you are applying for. And as Diana kept mentioning about the CV, it's all about tailoring it to match what the hiring manager is very keen on. I believe these insights will come in handy for you, and we still encourage you to share with us your CV, and we'll be able to review and advise. If you have a role you want to apply for, share the job description, and Diana together with her team will help you to come up with a detailed application and a CV as per the requirements. Thank you for watching this video, and see you in the next one.